Hello everyone. I am documenting my journey, and this is the very first time I'm even doing anything with this. I watched a video about watchmaking maybe a month ago for the first time, and I've always loved watches, and I don't know why this ever didn't occur to me to be a hobby, but I've been like obsessing over it and reading about it, and like I still don't know anything at all about watchmaking, but um, I'm a Magic the Gathering player, and I make content with that. And a very famous Magic the Gathering personality also has a watchmaking channel that was recommended to me randomly one day, and I've been just watching it ever since. So the person is Marshall Sutcliffe. His channel is Wristwatch Revival, which I highly recommend you going to watch and seeing if this interests you at all. Obviously, don't watch this channel if you're trying to learn, because I'm also trying to learn, and that's kind of what this is going to be for. So, that being said, am holding in my hand my very first eBay purchase. I think I paid. Let's see. Um, I'll put the eBay listing here up on the screen, but I think I paid around $18 for this watch. So this is a vintage, and I believe me, I don't know what year. So this is a vintage watch. The company is Orvin. Where's I dropped it? So Orvin is the name there, and then underneath that says 17 jewels. As you can see, this crystal is pretty beat up. Apparently, crystal is what they call this part. As you can see, there's a big old crack right there. Oh, hello, another crack. I just dropped it. So this isn't like the coolest watch I've ever seen. It's not something I'm super interested in like wearing once I finish it. But man, I just want to get started, and I want to get started on something that I know that if I screw up, I'm not gonna like kill myself over. Right? This is 18-20 bucks, something like that. So I was finally able to get the back off of this, and believe it or not, it took me about 3 days. So I got the back off. What I ended up doing was I used some of these. Yes, this is an adjustable pliers. I adjustable pliered the back of it. I'll show you what the back looked like. So that's the back there. It's got the number 114 stamped in there. I don't know what that's for. The gasket around it is actually, this does say that it's waterproof, water resistant, stuff like that. So, yeah, this is the Orvin 17 jewel. Here's what the front of it looked like. So as you can see, it says here like shock resistant, and then down here, waterproof or something like that. And then I can't remember. I'm gonna put this under a microscope in just a second, and we're gonna go a little deeper. But, yeah. Stainless steel back, and then I don't remember what that one says because the glare is too weird for me to get to it. Let's see here. What does that say? Okay, so anti-magnetic. There we go. So anti-magnetic. So there's what the back looked like when I took it off. It's in pretty rough shape. I'm not gonna lie. The back, I mean, doesn't look terrible. This gasket's pretty dirty, but whatever. I'm pretty sure I can replace that pretty easily. I think it was, so I was trying to screw it off, and I don't think it's a screw off. I think it has a snap-on or like something like that. So when I clamped when I clamped it around it, when I clamped the pliers around it, it just popped off and then the watch went flying. So again, super new at this. Do not make fun of me. Or you can make fun of me, it's fine. That's what this is for. But anyways, yeah, so now let's take a look at the back of the watch. I just wanted to show you what this looks like. When I finally got this open, man, I was just like so ecstatic. It looks exactly like the watches in the videos that I watch, and I'm like, oh, look at this. It's like really a watch. So that is called the Watch Movement, apparently. I've got a couple watchmaking books I'm going to be referencing throughout making this video. That screw right there on whatever this wheel is called is a little bit loose because I was playing with my screwdrivers. I started to unscrew it and take it off, and then I was like, wait, I want to like video this. I also want to video this because I want to make sure I know how to put it back together. Um, but look how cool this is, right? This is a nice little, it says 17 joules up here. Down here it says something I will see when we get into the microscope. And then over here it's got a little like weird diagram. I'm not sure what it means. There's jewels on it that are beautiful looking. We'll look at those under the microscope. Yeah, for the most part, this is just dope, right? And also these little this guy right here is like, I guess, the clasp that holds on the back. So I didn't know that that was like a thing. Not really sure if I ruined the back when I chonked it, but I guess we'll see, won't we? So, anyways, let's put this bad boy under the microscope. There we go. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. That's so cool. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out how to do this stuff, but look at that. Look at how clear that is. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so actually I'm gonna want to put it on this stand here. Let's go ahead and get it going here. Okay. Wow. Look at that. That might be too magnified for us, but you know what? That's fine. So let me flip it around. Hang on. Flipping it over. Okay. Look at I mean, this is really, really nice looking, right? Like the outside of it is yucky. Looks like it's a little rusted, a little dinged up. It's pretty, not the best, right? But like if you look at these like wheels and stuff, and or whatever you call them, the gears, and look at that jewel. Look at those jewels. They're beautiful. Why does that one look out of focus? Can I get that? Can I do better? And maybe it's just what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I think it's just like reflecting. But yeah, look at this. This is great. 17 joules. So I guess that means that it's like automatic. Maybe I need to wind it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it needs to do. But like it obviously wasn't winding, so, and it obviously wasn't working. Looks like there's some damage there. Maybe a little rust. I can't really tell. But I think that's all stuff that we can live with, right? Some screws. More jewels down here. I know that little pin comes off somehow. I've seen Marshall do it on his things. Is that oil? Nope, I have no idea what that is. Okay, so also this is my first time ever using a microscope on camera, so this is super cool. So I wish I had a better microscope where I could like zoom out a little bit more. Uh-oh, is that a cat hair? That might be a cat hair, guys. That's my tweezers. Alright, not sure what that was, but I do have a cat, and I've noticed that my cat has microscopic hairs that float around the house and go into watches. So that's something that I'm just going to have to get used to. Here's that main wheel. Okay, so here's that little symbol I was talking to you about on that screw. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Minus dot dot thing dot dot plus. We'll get to that, right? Like that's going to be the fun of this. Is I'm going to be learning everything from the get-go. I maybe learned a little bit from watching Wristwatch Revival's videos, but I'm not really sure if I actually did. Oh, I did learn something. Okay, so I know that this screw, because it has the 3 dashes, or the 3 like grooves in it, that actually means that it unscrews to the right instead of to the left. So it unscrews. So normally lefty-loosey, this is righty-loosey. Yeah. So that's interesting, huh? Okay. Let's see what else is there. Anything else cool here? There's like a spring underneath this wheel. Like that little groove right there has a spring on it. I saw that. I don't know what that spring does, though. I don't really know what any of this does, to be honest with you. But, you know, that's part of the fun that we're about to have. Yeah, that's freaking cool, dude. Like, how dope is that, right? It's just a cool-ass watch, and we're gonna do some stuff with it or whatever. Yeah, it's so shiny. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's like step 1, I guess. So let's look at the front. Let's take a look at the front. Okay, so look at that face, man. That thing's beat up, but there's just no chance I'm ever going to change anything about it, right? That's the part of the cool of it. That's what I was, when I watch Wristwatch Revival, I always watch his videos, and he does the same thing, right? He just thinks that that's so cool, and I completely agree that that's like the neat aesthetic, right? So 17 jewels. You can see the E is missing a jewels. Take a look at the hands here real quick. They look pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so I can actually move the hands. So I can move them out of the way. We can read this. Hold on. Okay, here. Let's see what this says now. So, says resistant. I think it's supposed to say shock resistant. Breakable mainspring. Unbreakable mainspring? I don't know. But you can look at all the numbers here. They're super cool. I mean, this is really neat. I don't know how to get this crystal off here, to be honest with you, so that's going to be a thing that we're going to have to figure out. But this is just like documenting the adventure, you know what I mean? So, just wanted to start the process, I guess. So, let's switch back over to the other camera. 41. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the process, I guess, here. I don't really know even what to start, but let's screw it. Let's do it. Okay, so I've got some screwdrivers here. There are some smaller ones and some bigger ones. This is what they look like. Oh, you know what? I also wanted to show you the size of the watch comparatively. Like, I know it's like hard to see when you're looking at it like this, but like here is how big the watch is. Okay, so like on my wrist, and granted my wrists are small, so don't use this as a gauge, but oh, let's see, that's what it would look like. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know, whatever. It's small. It's the size of what I would say is like used to be a men's watch, but now is the size of women's watches. You know how like watches have just gotten like ridiculously huge. So I'm probably gonna turn like my face camera off because I'm gonna get down into the microscope, into like my little magnifier. Here I've got like a whole setup. So, well, here I'll show you real quick, like kind of what I got going on here. So, I've got my magnifier there, looking at it, you know, and then I've got my little tray, and then my microscope over here. So, yeah, that's my little setup here. So, let's see if we can't get some of these pieces off, and then we'll put them in this little tray over here. See if I can get this process started. I have no idea what size screwdriver to use. I know I was using something earlier, but I don't remember what it was. So they're color coded, and it looks like they've got little numbers on them. So let's figure it out together. Let's see. So these are in. So I know that the plus 1.2 and the plus 1.6 are both Phillips head. So I've got an 0.8, 1.0, 1.2 millimeter. Let's try the 1.2 millimeter first. So the 1.2 millimeter, it looks like this. It's got a like orangish red band to it. Take apart the this top spring, or this top wheel thing here. See if this. Okay, this screwdriver seems to fit. Ugh. There we go. There we go. Do I need it closer to here? I do. So let's move the camera to be closer to that. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Still focused? I think so. Okay. So, as you may know or not know, None of these are magnetic. Nothing on these is magnetic because of the... Oh my god. Okay, hold on. So put it in my little tray here. Okay. And look at that. It just sprung off. Literally sprung off. Okay. Let's look at this wheel up close for a second. So I guess like my camera isn't really going to pick it up. It's pretty dirty on the bottom side of it, though. I don't know if you can catch that. Yeah, pretty dirty. Okay. There's one spring going. This is like a spring. Did I just do what I think I did? Yeah, sure did. Okay, cool. Well, let me see if I can... Oh my god, here it is. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Just popped right off. I need a different kind of surface for this, don't I? So there's the something spring. I don't know what that's called, but I'm going to figure it out as we go. I'm going to read some books. I'm going to come back. We're going to review it. Oh man. What a time this is, right? Okay, so I don't know what to do next. So this little guy here is like all loosey. Oh, this piece just comes off. Okay, that was the piece with the little spring guy on it. I think I need to refocus here, maybe. There we go. All right, so right there, that little disc is gone, and that spring that goes there, and something else are gone too. Not sure what those are. Like I said, this watch cost $17 on eBay, broken, and it's the first watch I'm ever going to attempt to repair. I'm gonna make dozens, if not hundreds, of mistakes on my way. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there, and maybe figure out what these things are that I just took off, and then how they work, and then how maybe I can clean them, and then we'll come back to it. Let's see here. I'll put my camera back up here. So I've got my little tray, okay, with my little tiny microscopic parts. I'm gonna put the lid back on the tray. So here's my little tray. I don't know what this is called. A watch holding area tray. I've got my 1.2 millimeter screwdriver I've been using, so let's document that. Okay. I've got my tweezers here. Sorry, I should probably like get a more consistent. Maybe I'll get like a headset for the audio for doing this, right? I don't know if that's fun or not. I don't care. So that is going to be what I'm going to do today on this. I really wanted to just kind of get the ball rolling. Maybe I'll come back to it and include like more of this into another video, but I appreciate you tuning in and going through my journey with me on watchmaking. I'm sure this one watch is going to take me for absolute ever, but my goal is kind of to be I really want to be like the type of channel where you can watch me learn the whole journey all the way through, and then I also want to be able to have somebody else that wants to get into watchmaking watch this and learn from my mistakes with me, and I'll hopefully be far enough ahead to point out the mistakes that I've made. So so once I figure out what these pieces are called, I'm going to do something about that. I don't know what, But I am gonna start like reading my books today and figuring out where all this stuff is supposed to go. I also want to figure out a better recording method here, so I think that I'm gonna try that. Uh, Maybe a better way for me to record and be able to see everything. So I do like the microscope setup. That's super cool. If there's something you think that I could do better, like particularly without spending like I'm sorry, $1,000 or more on like a fancy camera and stuff like that. Like I'm using a Logitech Pro C922, I think, for this camera that's here, and yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So cool if you want to leave me any feedback or like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I appreciate the patience with me, and we'll go from there. And I guess that will do it for my inaugural episode of my watchmaking journey. So have a great day.